A sister's love Ananya knelt on the floor, watching her younger brother Arav struggle with his shoelaces. His small fingers trembled as he clumsily tried to loop the lace, his forehead creased in frustration. His lips quivered, and Ananya knew that any moment now, tears would spill from his wide, anxious eyes. She reached out and placed a gentle hand over his. "It's okay, Arav. Let's try together," she said softly. Arav sniffled but nodded, his trust in her unwavering. Ananya took a deep breath and guided his hands. "Loop, twist, pull," she whispered, their fingers moving as one. Some days were like this, slow, challenging, and filled with frustration. Other days, he refused altogether, shutting his eyes and shaking his head when she tried to help him put on his socks or brush his teeth. Those were the hardest days. Watching him struggle, seeing his tears of frustration, and hearing him say, "I can't do it, Didi," broke her heart. But she never gave up. When he refused to brush his teeth, she turned it into a game. "Let's see who can make the biggest bubbles with the toothpaste," she'd say, giggling until he joined in. When Buttons frustrated him, she invented a silly song. One by one, up they go, looking smart from head to toe. He loved music, and soon, he started humming along, his fingers hesitantly moving to fasten his shirt. There were days she cried in secret, worried if Arav would ever be able to do these things on his own. But she kept smiling for him, kept encouraging him, kept believing in him. Then, one evening, their mother called her into the living room. "Ananya, come here," she said, excitement in her voice. Ananya rushed over, and there, standing in the doorway, was Arav. His shirt buttoned, his socks snug on his feet, and his shoes tied neatly. His smile was wide, his eyes shining with pride. Her heart pounded. "Arav," she whispered, her voice shaky. "I did it, Didi," he said, his arms outstretched. Tears slipped down Ananya's cheeks as she ran to hug him, holding him close. "I knew you could," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion. That night, as she lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, Ananya realized something: patience, love, and belief could move mountains. And with those, Arav would never have to walk alone.